Hi, good evening. This is your friend Han here. It is great to see you here tonight. And tonight I have something very wonderful to share with you. If you are offliner, and you want to pay attention to this, I happen to get the Ryan from Australia, all the way from Australia, to do a interview with us today. And the name of the product is called Instant Offline Portfolio. You can see over here, and it's actually already launched. I just launched this morning, and I kind of grabbed him this afternoon doing a launch, which is amazing. He agreed to do this. Talk about what are the technique to use to marketing without cold calling, right? So and all that great stuff. And most importantly, he left me a quote. I wrote it down here. I think it's going to be very, very helpful to you. And he said his wife, her name is Emma, and she said, if you fail to plan, you'll actually plan to fail. Okay? Alright, so if you want to find out what is that all about, watching the interview, and if you want to check out the product, and since it's already live, make sure you click on the e-cover right now, and go take a look at it. It's actually one of those real WSO where they kind of doing a case study in life, just kind of completely record it, take out all the guesswork out of you. I think it's going to be a great addition to your offline, I guess, WSOs you're collecting. And I'm going to send out the full review tomorrow morning. But for now, watch the interview and go check out the awesome offer he has over there for you. Okay, all right. This is your friend Han, and until next time, keep smiling and enjoying the interview. Cheers.
Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and this is your friend Han again, and it is great to see you here. And today I'm very excited because I'm going to introduce Ryan and, well, his wife, Emma, too. She's not on the camera right now. With you, he's going to share a unique perspective to offline marketing. I know all of us, if you're not salespeople, you really hate that cold calling, but he has to figure out a unique way to go around that because he personally hates cold calling as well. And at the end of this interview, he's gonna, kind of show us a product, and he and his wife just launched today, and I think it's a freaking awesome product. And I'm just actually gonna let him talk into it and doing the interview. But first, let's kind of get to learn who Ryan is and how he got started with the internet marketing. But most importantly, what did he exactly do to achieve the level of the success that he has today? So Ryan, could you kind of share your unique internet marketing story with us today?
Sure. Hi guys, just hello for a start. And my name's Ryan, as Hans introduced. And how we got started in internet marketing. I was a tiler by trade. I'd been tiling for 9 years, putting tiles on the floor and basically working my butt off.
That's hard work.
It is. It's very hard work, and it becomes very tiring and very tired. I became very tired.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at a point where I wanted to get away from the business, but I still wanted to keep it. So I thought, well, if I could get more customers into it, then this would be a good way. So and Emma wanted to do something on the internet as well. So it kind of did a cross thing in itself. It all fell together in a certain way in a very short period of time, actually. When we started doing a bit of more marketing with maps marketing and becoming local marketers on the internet to get more business to my business, things changed. Within 3 weeks we generated $30,000 worth of work.
Oh wow.
So it became, I was able to put more tilers on and run basically a team, which was, it was kind of good timing because it was allowing me to step out a little bit from my business and be able to focus on more things that I wanted to. Right. Now at the time that this happened, I had some very bad health implications as well. My lung collapsed.
Oh wow.
I ended up in hospital. If you've seen us on the internet before, I've told this story, but this is how the whole thing came about. My lung collapsed, and I ended up in hospital. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. I had to get tubes put through me to help me breathe again. They had to basically cut the top of my lung off and seal it.
Oh wow.
Now, for this to happen, for me to go back to work as a tiler was just extremely dangerous. There was already dust molecules and glue molecules and everything that I was breathing in daily. With an open wound like that on top of my lung, it kind of didn't happen. It couldn't happen. It put me in a position where, you know, I was going to start failing my family for my health reasons if I didn't do something. So it was at a bottom line where I thought I'm going to have to pull this internet together and get my company going in a way where I can stand back and still run it but not be part of the physical aspect of it. So what we did was we did a Google Maps and a places listing, and it got us exposure to local marketing in Brisbane. And before I knew it, I had I had major builders ringing me, putting quotes in. I won a 50-unit apartment block, and I was just on floor after floor after floor after floor. There's 8 units on the floor, so it just exploded. That allowed me to have time to come over to the internet and to start doing marketing and start doing something that I wanted to be in, and that's when it all exploded. We started doing a lot of local marketing, and then we started adapting other businesses into it as well, and doing their businesses, and then we expanded, and it hasn't been an easy ride. We have had a lot of learning curves that we've had to do through this whole system. Yeah. But what we've done now is we've fine-tuned it all. We've brought it all down into the best way that we know that we can market, and the best shortcuts that we've got, and that's what we do now is we bring them all to you guys, and we share it to give the same lifestyle that we've got, and to share it with everybody else in the shortest period of time, so that we don't want you to go through all the learning curves and all the bad things that we had over the years. We've knuckled it all down into one easy to implement system, and that's what we're bringing to you.
Okay, great. Sounds great. And what was that? You mentioned that you've been to a lot of up and downs. What was that one thing that kept you going? Like either it's your tile business you can't do anymore, or when you venture into the online marketing world, you probably have that roadblocks or stumbling blocks that most people were just say, hey, screw this, internet marketing doesn't work, I'm just gonna walk away from it, it's all scam stuff. But it's people like you and I keep pushing for the next steps. What was that mindset that you have, or what was that one thing kept you going?
I still have it today. I have not lost that drive. It is, the internet is the way of the future. The internet is it's the stepping stone for the world. Where else are you able to live in a town like I do with 3,000 people? It's very, very small, very, very small, tight-knit community.
Okay.
Where can you live in a place like that and be able to expand your business 20 times bigger than what, well, basically at a rate that even some of the Fortune 500 companies can do?
Exactly.
That is what drives me and keeps bringing me back to the internet, is the exposure that you can get through it, and the way that you can grow your business, and with ease. You don't have to do it. You don't have to be going into an office every day. Well, we don't. We do it from home. Right. We both work from home. Yes. And the beauty of that is, if our kids start crying, we jump up and we go and deal to them. And that's just unreal. That's what drives me with the internet, and that's what keeps me there, is because it gives me the freedom of life that I want, and I can do anything I want whenever I want, and I can still come back to the internet and everything's still here.
Okay.
And exposure.
Yeah, and I want to kind of share my perspective about internet. Internet changed the world, because if you ever own a local business, there's sunk costs when you run a factory or servers or something. It's usually very large, but internet changed that. It's very low cost to have a business set up and run. It's insane how low cost that is. And obviously the freedom, you can work anywhere with the internet access. If you feel like to travel today, take your laptop with you. You're still able to, you know, run your business. And
Yep.
thirdly, is the exposure. Like, you can grow your business. Like, if you have some good idea, product, service, it can instantly blow up overnight. No other local business, it can do that. And and you level the planning field. It's like, if you have a local business, you're very hard to competing with a big company because they just have stronger marketing dollars, you know, got more manpower. But on the internet, you level all that field. If you're just a little guy on the internet, you can competing with Fortune 500 companies. I mean, you just level that playing field. And if you be smart about your marketing, all that great stuff, it all can happen. And
Yep.
that's the reason I love about internet. It's leveraging. It's really, from every aspect, there's leveraging in there. So
Exactly. I mean, we've had I'll just jump in for a second. We've had companies that we've gone up against as marketers, and been side by side, and these companies are multi-million-dollar companies,
right.
and we've come up and straight above them and sat above for months and taken so much more traffic than what we would never have had if we didn't have the internet. I mean, we
can't do that in the offline world.
That's right. I mean, you can spend thousands and thousands. Yeah, you can spend thousands and thousands on advertising in yellow pages and paper and all the other offline marketing, and you're not going to get anywhere as fast as what you can on the internet.
Right.
It's just, and it, like you said, it brings a level playing field for the Fortune 500s. It makes us small guys right back in the basket, right beside everybody else,
right.
And we have fair advantage, and we have that fair, that chance to become the business that we deserve to be, rather than the big boys taking the whole lot. We have that chance now, and that's what the internet gives us.
Yeah, exactly. Now, like, you know, even if you just like one person or two person or 10-person team, you can competing with, you know, 1,000 people with Fortune 500 company. His internet just gave you that, you know, leveraging, and I hope for those who are watching this kind of, you know, have a light bulb going in top. Hey, yes, that's the truth, and that's why you need to still focus on the internet marketing, because that, like Ryan said, it is the future. Let's talk about
the baby.
I'm sorry.
It's a baby. The internet is like it's in its infant stages. There is so much more that is going to be evolved in the next couple of years. It is insane. I mean, who would have thought 5 years ago that we would be having our complete photo book or photo albums inside our phones? Really, who would have thought that?
Yeah.
And who would have thought that we would be running businesses from our phones or from our PCs? Who would have thought? It's just that's how fast it's evolved in the last 5 years.
Who would have thought we would be doing an interview like this over Skype?
Exactly. We're 3,000 kilometers away from each other, and we're
still
talking.
Usually I have to fly over to Australia to see you.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's just awesome. It's great. So
yeah.
It gives you freedom. Like, I mean, we had a baby. We had a baby 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Six weeks ago, and Emma said to me, and this is the beauty of this whole system. Emma said to me, right, she was 3 weeks out of hospital, a 3-week-old baby. You might be able to hear him in the background at the moment. Okay, that didn't stop us with this. Most families would stop still, and just, that's it. Or the husband would take over. You know what I did? What happened with this son? I took over with the baby. I held him and I cuddled him because he's my first boy, and I've got to say that. I was very excited. So I've done the mother role this time. Emma was 3 weeks out of hospital, and she was the one that landed these 7 clients in the last 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
Straight after the baby. Straight after baby. So that's what I'm...
Yeah, that's the kind of story I really love to hear.
Yeah, to make people... There is no other option but to succeed with the way that we've done this, and we've tried to make it as... The thing about roadblocks, okay, is most of the times they don't get to you. You'll be, it's like you're driving a car and you'll see the roadblock coming and you'll see it 100 meters down the road, but by the time your car gets to it, those things have split to the side and you drive straight through it.
That's a great
that is, and it's the one roadblock out of the whole 10 that will still be there when you get to it. But by the time you get to it, if it's still there, it's disintegrated into a part enough that you're able to just separate it and push through. Right. That is what roadblocks are about, and that is another philosophy that I have about the internet and roadblocks and everything is they don't, they're not a problem. They become a problem when you think about, when you manifest them into a problem. Roadblocks are things that are, they're there to test you, but they're not there to hit you.
A lot of time, a problem or roadblock like that actually are money-making opportunities.
Exactly. Like my lung, for example. If I didn't have this lung, and I could have gone into a deep depression, and I admit I did for a little millisecond there. I did. I thought my whole world is falling apart. My whole business and everything that I know is now shifted, and I have to learn everything all over again. And I know I'm in a stage of my life where I don't think I can do that. Mm-hmm. That was the instant negativity thoughts that came into my brain straight away, and that's just a natural path, a natural way that humans think.
Right.
When I pulled myself back together and thought, hang on a minute, I'm going to grab this opportunity and I'm going to turn it from a negative opportunity and I'm going to turn it into a positive opportunity. I'm going to make something out of this. I did it, and that's what made us and put us to where we are today.
Yes. A lot of successful. I think what a lot of successful people versus people who are not so successful is successful people tend to focus on the solution instead of the problem, and the other people who haven't been successful always focus on the problem. It's like self-fulfilled prophecy. The problem is going to get bigger and bigger because that's all they're focused on. But if you focus on the solution, that's going to get bigger and bigger too, and then the problem will just kind of dissolve like you mentioned there. So that's exactly why successful people always focus on the solution.
Yep. I have a friend of mine, and he's a very, very dear friend. I met him through the internet. He's a person, he's in Australia, but he's a couple of thousand kilometers away from me. Now, we were at a same kind of level around 2 years ago. We both had a passion for the internet. We both started at exactly the same place. The only difference is I've kind of focused on where I want to be, and I've put myself there, whereas my friend hasn't done that. He's kind of he's stuck in the rut, the poor bugger. And it was a couple of days ago I said to him, right, that's it. I can't stand back and see you do this anymore. I need to help you. I need to. If you don't want to take the help, then that's fine. I understand that. But check out what I've got. Okay, I want you to see it. And I gave him the access, and I said, check it out. Get in there. Follow the instructions and don't get distracted. That's all I ask, is don't get distracted. So he's gone in there, and he's had a look, and he's like, oh, Ryan, this is unbelievable, man. This is brilliant. But what about this? And he started bringing these roadblocks up that were not even there. That were not there. But what if? I said, okay, what if? Yeah, that's a what if. But it's not a, it's going to happen. Forget about that. Focus on what I've taught you. Focus on what I've done. And I shifted his mindset in a half an hour conversation and said, stop focusing on the problems and focus on the solutions. So this is all laid out for you here, right here. Within 2 weeks, you can have, not even 2 weeks, within 7 days, you can have a reoccurring income if you play this right. And if you do what we've done. He is that excited. He is that over the moon. He's actually doing it right now. He's got his ads going. He's getting customers in the door. It's changed his life. His whole mental mindset has gone, hey, he was right. I don't focus on the problems. If I focus on the solutions, then the solutions grow instead of the problems growing.
Right.
The problems disappear. The solutions become bigger. My company becomes bigger. I become happier. Everything it just all falls into place.
Right.
So
but that's... Yeah, for those who listen to us right now, write that down. Focus on the solution, not the problem.
Exactly. And roadblocks become, they're not really roadblocks.
It's all by itself. We focus on the solution.
And the thing for me, I'm not sure if it works the same for everybody else, but after I got that mindset and I put my head into that position, I tackled I tackle roadblocks now. I see roadblocks coming and I go, yep, bring it to me. What can I pull out of this? There's a problem here. I can rip it apart. Now, what good benefit can I get out of that problem? And I look for roadblocks now. I look for problems in, well, there's got to be opportunities in these problems.
Yes,
okay.
Big problem opportunities sometimes.
Yeah, and it just becomes, I mean, it's a total different mindset shift. But once you do it, and once you understand and you see it starting to work for you, things change. Things change, and they change very, very quickly too.
Yep.
So,
Okay. All right. We can sit here talking about mindset all day, but I want to get some tips on the offline marketing here as well. So
sure.
let me ask you some of the things about the offline marketing. I guess the first question I actually have to ask you is, how do you overcome cold calling? If you don't do cold calling, what do you do?
Great question. Now, we battled about this because we saw this as a major problem, and it was roadblock was what was stopping a lot of people. So I nutted it out and thought, I'm going to beat this and I'm going to get past this and I'm going to help majority of people work this out. So I'd been doing a lot of mindset studying and a lot of marketing studying, and I came up with create an irresistible offer that nobody can refuse.
Okay.
So what did we do? We came up with all these themes and all these packages, and we made it so that create an irresistible offer to businesses that don't have websites. Yeah. So we do things like Craigslist posting, Gumtree posting. We'll put ads out there, and we'll just let them basically sit out there and float through the forums, and people that don't have websites, they drift through and they find them, and there is hundreds and hundreds of people that are doing this, that are looking for through these Craigslist and Gumtree, classified websites, looking for things. A lot of them browsing, a lot of them are browsing for better business opportunities and things like that. But when your ads come up with a free website and get your online presence up there, it stands out. It resonates to people when they see this theme come across, or this branded website come across. They can see their business there and they can see their name on it, and they pick the phone up straight away and they ring, and they are warm. They're not warm leads, they're hot leads. They've already seen what you've got to offer, and they know it's an irresistible offer, and they ring you and they're excited straight away. That is what changes the whole ball game. When they ring you and they're excited like that, you can close so easily. We don't go in for the close for the upsell. We go, okay, our main goal is to get you online, to get your presence online and to make you look good, to get people to see your phone number, to get your phone ringing. So we get that whole system set up for you for free. There is, and you explain to the people that there is a hosting fee, and the way that I explain it is, and this comes across the best way, I'll say to a person, because remember that these people don't have any online experience whatsoever, so you need to gently ease them into what you're doing. So I explain it to them this way: you got a domain name, which is the front letterbox of your house, and then the block of land where the house sits is your hosting account. So you need to pay for the hosting account to have all your infrastructure there, so that people can drive past and see, but basically see the front of your house. But for them to be able to come in and see what you've got to offer, then you need to have the hosting account. Now we charge $50 per month or $25 per month, depending on what they want, or depending on how we've set it all up. Then we pick up a residual income from there. So we're basically paying for we get a reseller account, hosting account. So we're basically running all our websites, and that's what we pay for ourselves anyway. That's an overhead for our business.
I think sell hosting servers as residual as it can be, because all you do is set them up at once and let the host-gator take care of the rest.
Exactly. And if you've got problems with it, you jump straight onto their support, which is 24/7 live chat, and go, hey, I've got a problem, and it gets fixed instantly. So, I mean, it's a win-win-win situation. You can't really go wrong with it. we supply the themes, we supply everything, and I've got tutorials. We've got Facebook groups as well where we you know, we want people to have this and to make it work. So we are there 100% for support too.
So my next question is, let's say someone just starting out with offline marketing right now, and then they already experienced, you know, other arena of internet marketing, but they finally decide to, you know, doing offline right now. I think they just joined that. They know absolutely nothing about offline marketing. What is the maybe top 3 tips you can give them they should be doing right now? Also, give another 3 tips about the things they should totally avoid. That's going to be total waste time and money and effort.
To do with offline marketing?
Yeah, to just, what is the right way to do right way to do offline marketing, be very effective, and what is the wrong way to doing it, that some things you had tried in the past that just totally waste time and money? You know?
Okay, one of my biggest downfalls was you need to have a system in place, okay, for yourselves. If you've got a system that's easy to implement and easy to follow, then it becomes so much easier.
Okay.
That would be the biggest key to having a successful business, in my opinion anyway, is systems and automation. If you don't have things built into a way where well, I like to build my business so that if I bring an outsourcer in, I can say, okay, have a look at that, and it's just a flow through effect. It goes from this place, you place your ads, you wait for the calls to come in. If the calls aren't coming in, then you ring them back, or you go and find leads other ways. Have systems in place. You need, okay, this week we need 3 leads or 5 leads or 20 leads coming in. Out of those 20 leads, we need to close 6 of them or whatever. But as long as there's a system in place that you can follow each step of the way, then you can't go wrong in your business. Even if you're starting to, things aren't going the way that you want them to, you can backtrack and go, okay, well, why isn't it working? What happened? Where did I go wrong? Why is... Yeah, and it gives you the ability to be able to tweak. All right, well, it's obviously not here because this is working and I'm getting more customers in from this point. So let's take it one step back. Oh, look, there it is there. I didn't do this part properly. So hang on, I'll tweak this bit up. Boom. That works a lot better. And oh, wow, now this part's working even better again. Or because I tweaked this part, now this part's falling off. So just having those systems and that visual appearance makes it so much easier. So much easier. And it makes it so much easier to control as well. You can control everything that comes through. You have a feel for your business, and you know how it's working. It just makes it better. Having those systems in place, and at the same time, it makes it automated as well. It gives you the ability to step back and walk away for a day or two, or go and have a romantic time down the beach with your wife for a day or whatever, and then you can come back. Your systems are still in place. Everything's still running the same way that you had it yesterday. Not, oh, I hope this is going to work, and have it all over the place, and then you go and try and have a day off, and you come back and things are just all over the joint, and you've got 65 emails coming in from this place and 35 from over here, and you just, you can't get somebody to help you because you don't know where your business is at. So to be able to bring somebody else in and say, okay, could you fix this big pile of mess that I've got here, it just doesn't work. When everything's systemized and everything's automated, you can bring an outsourcer in at any time and say, okay, I need you to fix that part right there, or I need you to do work on this part over here. So the answer to your question, I think the biggest tip that I've got is start your business from a systemized perspective from word go. Otherwise, if you build a business and you have this big foundation that's just a cluttered mess, it is so hard to fix it back up from the start, to fix it back up to the way that you want it and the way that you need to run it. If you do it from the very start and you have those systems in place day after day after day, and then you can just build those bigger and bigger and bigger and still have a grip. One person can have a grip on the whole entity instead of having and then as it grows further, then you can start branching out and having other people look after separate
Right.
parts. Yeah.
And
So-
my maps are great for those design systems. And like I say, like a cluster of an idea, it has no use for it. It's organized ideas and systems that's going to really help you in your business and your personal life as well. And if it goes same to any product creator too. You have, oh, okay, I want to teach this, I want to teach this, but you don't teach it in a sequence in certain ways. Nobody ever can learn. So there's art in itself. So just like business, if you don't do step 1, then do step 2 and step 3, that system is not gonna flow. You're gonna hit a lot of roadblocks. And so you tweak the system so it flows again and find where the flaws is. And a lot of great business person have system. Without system, there's really no business, because it would just cluster of mix of mashing of mess to deal with every day.
Yeah. And a good quote unquote that Emma uses all the time, and I'm pretty sure, I don't think she made this up herself, I'm pretty sure she got it from someone really cool. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Simple as that. If you fail to plan and you don't have things and you don't plan, then how can you, if you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there? Is another way. If you you can, if you're going to go north but you start heading south, why would you do that? Why would you do that? You have no idea where you're going to go. You'll get there eventually.
Right.
But that's not what business and successful business is about. Successful business is about knowing where you want to be, or knowing where you are now and knowing where you want to be, and the fastest possible driving system route that you're going to get there. Because that's what business and growing a business, and that's what success is about, is continual growth. Is, okay, how am I going to get to that point real quick and have it all systemized? Boom, I'm there. Now, I've hit that success point. Now I have another one, which is even further. How am I going to get there? All right, I'm going to have to do 2 or 3 stops along the way.
Right.
But now I know how I'm going to do it, and now I've got a plan. If that plan doesn't work properly as I'm going along, then I have the ability to tweak it and to twist it and to watch why. So the internet, I will say this, and a lot of people, it's a massive downfall for a lot of people, is overwhelmingness and information overload. We try to do our best to give you chunks of information that you need at that time, and to be able to get over that and understand it and work why we've told you that, and then we'll give you another piece, and then we'll give you another piece. We won't do it, and we will not do this. We will not overwhelm you with everything straight away, because too many people will go, oh my goodness, look how much information I've got. How do I deal with all this? Well, that's not what we want. We don't want you to be jam-packed full of information. We want you to have all the tools that you need, and we supply them, but we don't give them to you all at once. We make sure that you've got each part of the puzzle fixed and in place before we give you the next piece, so that it becomes a smooth ride and you don't get overwhelmed. Okay. I mean, of course, if you want to be part of the puzzle and you're up and you're part of that next level already, then yeah, ask us and we'll help you and we'll give it to you. But for the new people and for the people that are trying to build a business from the start, we're trying to cater for everybody at that level, so that we're not overwhelming. And we know that that's a massive problem with the internet, is information overload and overwhelming things. So we're trying to take a step back and make it as best we can for everybody. That's our main drive, is to have as many people successful as what we can do. If we've done that, we've done our job, and we've done it really well. So
awesome. So let's talk about your product. You just literally launched this morning, and let's talk about. I really like when you told me the story. Why did you create this product at the first place? Can you kind of share that? Why did you even want this product in the marketplace right now?
Yep. The main thing and the whole idea came from Emma's friend had a website where, well, she has a a labour hire company for a mining company here, which turns over millions of dollars a year. It's a huge company. But what happened was there was an internet marketing company or a web design company that did their work for them. Now they charged them $25,000 just for the website and without any marketing whatsoever. The marketing wasn't even touched, wasn't even mentioned.
Oh wow.
It was just the design for the website. 5-page website, $25,000.
Oh wow.
And WordPress, basic website that could have been whipped up we could have done it in a day. And I saw it. And this is Emma's best friend. So we went and we had dinner with him and we said, what? You paid $25,000 for this website? Are you kidding? Why didn't you come and ask us? Well, you know what, that's what we do. And she said, oh, well, we didn't want to bother you. And we said, well, you budgeted 25 grand. And she said, well, we had that in the budget, you know. That's cool. I said, okay, that's good. You had that in your budget.
If you have that much, by the way, put it in the marketing, not so much in the design.
Oh, exactly. And I said, that's cool. You had that in your budget. You had 25 grand. Now, what do you got in your budget for marketing?
None.
Oh, what do you mean? Well, I said, you got this really excellent looking website up there for $25,000. Now you've got no money left to tell the world about it.
Right, nobody knows you exist.
Yeah, she said,
it's like you better build a big fancy house in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly, or build it underground. So I said to her, okay, well, can I have a look at it? And I had a look and it was, oh yeah, okay. I did not tell her that we could have done it for $50. I couldn't break that to her. So I came home and I said to Emma, that is just appalling that somebody has done that to them. What they've done is they'd seen that they were a multi-million-dollar company and they'd seen that they had money and they took advantage of it, which we were totally against. We thought that's not right. Anyway. Yeah, so we said to her, all right, put another $5,000 away if you can and market. And she's like, what? And we said, well, we'll put this through here and put this through here. And then $5,000 is going to go a long way when it comes to marketing, especially on the internet.
Right.
So she did it, and bang, it's grown the company by another 25%. So it worked for her. And then I came home and I said to Emma, look, this is one of your best friends that this has happened to. Your best friends, like, let's not let this happen to people around here anymore. We live in a local community and everybody supports each other, and that's what we bank on in this part is the support from the community. If you know, I'm down the road and I'm in an isolated place and I'm hurt, I want my people to help me that are around me. So
right.
I kind of adapt the same mindset to that. So we thought, well, what can we do? Let's spend a bit of time and a bit of money in making up these wicked looking themes so that we can offer people to get people online very, very quickly and very, very cheaply, so that it shifts the whole
mindset.
The whole process. The website's up, the website's running, and it's done for the cheapest possible part that it can, and then we can get the businesses to focus more on spending the money where it's meant to be spent, and that is in the marketing part, the marketing phase.
Yeah, a lot of things that when I talk to a lot of people offline small businesses, that the biggest mistake they made, just like what happened to your friend, is they spent way too much to design the pretty side of the website. In fact, the flashy stuff might hurt the ranking stuff too. It might look good and professional, but you actually hurt them in the getting the traffic part. So they absolutely budget a lot of money for the store on the side, but you never budget anything for marketing, which is to me I want to ugliest the website, but with lots of traffic, because that's right. That's what brings you the money at the end of the day. So
exactly.
Yeah, so it's very hard to kind of convince them to that mindset. I think you're doing a fantastic approach by, you know, offering them a free thing up front and kind of slowly lead them to so they have the money to spend with you as far as marketing goes. So that's actually very, very good. good.
Yeah, that's right. And we make it so that we try and make it our best so that every bit of money that they outlay, they get back with the customer. So
Right.
I mean, we have many ways that we market online. We have maps marketing, we have deal site marketing, we have a lot of ways and a lot of techniques that we can get customers to their site before they even spend a cent. I mean, there is ways like we also do. We'll get them into the funnel with a website, and then they'll be okay. And if they're still sitting on the fence without paying an amount to get us to market, then we'll say, okay, well, we'll do a deal site marketing for you. So we'll do a deal on Groupon, but we structure those deals in a way that it may, and it follows up in a funnel system after they've come through from Groupon, because as everybody knows, Groupon takes a good percentage of the of the cost. So if we can get it profitable or breaking even plus profitable from the start, from the first deal, then we also make the secondary deals is where we pick up the
profits.
That's a whole different story anyway. That's a secondary part of what we do. But
yeah, if you are a small business owner right now, listen to this. If you do decide to go with the Groupon, capture the leads. Once they come to the door, put some business card or something, drop prices, capture the leads. And a lot of things that I see is until you capture leads, you're gonna have to keep placing those Groupon orders, and they're gonna eat your profit up like crazy. So capture leads, so you don't have to depend on Groupon anymore. And you basically spend the front money to Groupon to capture the leads. You're buying those customers to your door, and you need to capture it. You're paying for it, so capture it.
Yep, exactly. See, but the beauty with Groupon is and like Hans just said, if you capture those leads from the start, then you run another campaign 3 months down the track, you can run exactly the same offer without paying Groupon. So whatever you've made on the first Groupon deal, Groupon's happy, they've made their money, you've made a little bit of money, but you've captured those leads. So the second deal you run, you make it look exactly like the first deal, but you're taking 100%.
You're taking 100%, exactly. That's a huge mistake I see a lot of small business owners are making. They just months after month, place Groupon, and they end up losing more money, because for every deal that walks in the door, most likely you are losing that particular deal because you gotta pay so much to the Groupon. Groupon is the one that actually banking it, if you think about it.
Yeah, Groupon do have a lot of overheads and outlays because they have marketing people that they have to do as well. I mean, it's become a lot more. Yeah, it's become a lot more automated now that they've got so big, but they still have their outlays. So yeah, it's but like Hans said, I totally agree with that. Capture your leads. That's 101 of marketing. Capture your leads. Whether it's Groupon, whether it's coming from search engine traffic, whether it's coming from paid ads, it doesn't matter where it's coming from. Capture your leads. Always have your opt-in box on above the fold. Have them coming in and entice them to give you their details. Once you've got those leads, you're open, and it's well, it's up to you how you handle them from there. But so that's the main key is get the leads, capture leads, always be capturing and always be closing.
Yep. And I'm kind of running out of time right now, so let's talk about the obviously it's already launched. Let's talk about the name of the product and who's going to be benefit from the most, and talk a little bit about how is this product different than any other product, offline product in the marketplaces right now. And if we have time left here, let's talk about the OTO as well, please.
Okay, the front-end product, 5 themes, highly customizable. They are targeting different niches. So we've got plumbers themes, restaurant theme, a roofing theme, a dentist theme, and a lawyer theme. So there's 5 highly profitable niches that you can target in your local area straight away. Excuse me. So they are highly customizable. They have a lot of different options. We have full instructional videos inside the members area, but they don't take very long at all to set up. They're mainly set up so that you can just upload, change your content to specific that the business that you're working for's needs, and we have full instructional videos on how to do that through the members area. Yes, and we have myself with technical videos, which will show you how to do all the technical the tweaks in the back end parts. We have marketing videos that Emma's done where she'll explain exactly to the T the methods that we've used to go through Craigslist, Gumtree, how the frequency we post the ads, the copy that we've written the copy for you for the ads, we've designed the images for the ads, we've done absolutely everything that you could possibly think of without actually doing it. So it's all there for you. Plus we have a Facebook group which we have 100% support. We've got hundreds of members in there already that are our good friends, and we're helping, and we've got a lot of success coming out of that group. And that's another main goal of ours, is to help as many people and get them all going and build a community of marketers, of offline marketers, so we can all help each other. And you know, I'm continually in there. If I do something with one of my businesses that I've got, and it's a trick or a tweak that works and it works really well, then I'll share it in the Facebook group, and I have an expectation of people to do the same thing. So it's an open book in there. There's no, it's a secret group. It's closed, but it's for us and our like-minded people to really get into this and focus and build a strong business for yourselves, and we're there to help. So
awesome.
Yeah.
And we talked just a little bit before. I think what set his course apart, this is one point of it, is he actually while this is not some theory he comes up, this is something he's doing right now. He kind of look, you know, as looking over the shoulder as possible. So he's going to show you exactly from step 1 to step 10. I don't know how many steps there are, but and exactly how he does it. And that, I think, and you know, I think he found out, you know, a lot of, you know, offline courses out there are basically in quote unquote theories. It doesn't really work, and he's here to teach you the real things, right?
Yeah, exactly. We do it. We put our, like I said, Emma had a baby 6 weeks ago. Okay, so our lives, and we've got three other children. One doesn't live with us, so I'm just going to say 2 other children under 5 years old or 6 years old. So you can imagine that our lives are pretty hectic. Now Emma came out of hospital, and we'd seen through a lot of Facebook groups and through a lot of other marketing parts that we were in, that there was so many offline products coming out that were just theories. People weren't actually doing them. They were just sitting back and thinking, hey, that could work, that should work, let's write it down on paper and sell it. And then poor people are getting out there and buying these things and investing their money and investing time, and a lot of these products cost money to implement too. So, and then finding out at the end of the day that nothing's working. So Emma and I said, righto, let's put our names on the line and let's do it in front of everybody else, so that there's nothing, everything's transparent. We're an open book. If it doesn't work, then you're going to see that it doesn't work, and you can take your judgment from there before you buy it. So we did it 3 weeks after we'd had a baby. We've pulled 7 customers reoccurring. Bottom line, $50 a month. Top line, $3,000 a month. 7 customers in a 3-week period. So, and it's all documented on video. It's all there. It's all in the Facebook group. We've shown it. There's other people that are doing exactly the same thing. There's a lady from India that has done exactly the same thing in her market, in her local area. She's had 2 or 3 businesses that have signed up for a residual $500 a month. I'm not sure what service she's offered in there, but she started with our in-the-door theory, and that's how yeah, that sounds
fantastic. Can you talk? I'm kind of running out of time here. Can you talk about the OTO a little bit before we leave here today?
Sure. The OTO is like we've got the 5 themes: the plumbers, the restaurants, the roofing, the dentist, and the lawyers. Now we have customized the full graphics pack and social media marketing parts for that as well. So it's they match the themes. So you've got your YouTube backgrounds, you've got your Twitter backgrounds, you've got your Facebook banners, you've got you know, everything to do with graphics and social media, all put into one place that match everything for your businesses. So in reality, by tomorrow afternoon, you could have a plumber signed up for a free website with all his social media graphics done and everything, completely satisfied customer, ready to pay you for the next level of the marketing experience. And you could definitely have that by tomorrow afternoon. So
awesome. All right, before we leave here, do you have any final words of wisdom you'd like to share with us?
Just take action, and we are seriously here to help. We're sick and tired of people coming out with these products and not working, and people, it's our jobs, and it's our responsibility to bring the forums and to bring the people back and give them something that works, and give them a bit more hope, and something that can sustain a business and bring that lifestyle that they want. That's what we're here for. That's our main goal. And if we can't do that, we'll go away. But I'm telling you, we're not going to go away, because we do that, and that is our main focus, and that is what we do. We want to help people, not only small businesses in local areas, but we want to help people in that next level to become consultants for those small businesses as well. And we want to give, we've been lucky enough and been blessed to have the lifestyle that we have at the moment. No matter what time of the day it is, we can whip an interview up together, or we can go and have lunch together, or I can go and be romantic with my wife and take her out for dinner. It doesn't matter, because we live this lifestyle because we made it happen, and we want to share that with people, and we want people to have the same kind of beauty that we have. So it is our destined goal to help as many people as we can, and like I said, we're in the Facebook group every day to help. We're answering questions. Please understand that we are busy too, but we do get back to you, and we do make sure that we go the extra mile to help you. And we're an open book. Any of our customers, even from our past products, they all have our Skype ID. They all have our Facebook ID. We don't hide. We're here to help. So
sounds great.
All right.
And
Cool.
And for those who are still watching this, make sure you kind of look out my email for tomorrow. I'm going to have full review on the product, and I am going to offer you guys awesome bonuses again. And like I said, this offer is currently alive, and if you want to go ahead and grab at the lowest possible price, go ahead, click on the e-cover over there, and just link to the thread and the sales page, and go buy it, and send me back your email receipt. I'll still give you the bonus, even though I'm going to launch it, do the review tomorrow. So yeah, and Ryan, thank you so much for sharing your inspiring story and the great tips how to running a solid business here. But most importantly, thank you for creating this course and share with the rest of Warrior here, because we really need a more product like this that teaches people the real thing here. So to make the whole community build a community, have a much higher standard than what it is right now. So so thanks again, Ryan, and I'll be in touch with you soon.
No problem. All right. Thank you, and thank you everybody for listening and being part of what we have to offer. And I really do strongly, from the bottom of my heart, hope that we help, and we help build you the lifestyle that you want and that you deserve. So
Awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you for your time, Hanny. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.